We are on our way to my birthday trip. I just turned 27 years old and we are going somewhere very fun that I've seen all over Instagram. It is about an hour and 15 from Chattanooga. They've got horseback riding and river access with kayaks and a full farm. They've got pickleball courts. I'm so excited. So see y'all when we get there. Bye.
Toodaloo.
I'm so excited to do a voiceover and just walk you guys through every single thing we got to experience this weekend. We got to Hiwassee Acres around 5:30 on Friday night. We were greeted right when we got there by Kathy and her husband. These are the hosts and they just do such a fantastic job. She took us inside, gave us a map and a rundown of the property, and then drove us over to the lodge where we were staying in this gorgeous suite. We had a queen size bed, comfy couch, huge TV, and then a fully stocked kitchen. So they only serve breakfast on property, but this kitchen has everything you possibly need. We ended up taking a bunch of groceries, snacks, and drinks, but they do also include some waters and snacks in your room, just making it so cozy and really a home away from home. Same as the kitchen, the bathrooms were fully stocked with really great products and lotion, spray deodorant, feminine products. They really go above and beyond to just make this place feel luxurious and like a retreat. Like I said, the little details with my name and some snacks and waters. So after we got settled, we just kind of walked around the property. I think we walked over a mile just exploring. This is the outside of the lodge. There's some really nice seating areas. We actually ate breakfast outside on Saturday morning, and we just spent a lot of time getting to know the area and familiarizing ourselves with where all the activities were, because this property is huge. It's over 200 acres of fun, gorgeous stuff. We've got this fully stocked pond. We didn't fish, but you can. And then they've got 9 disc golf holes, I believe 9. Tons of things to do. We didn't play disc golf, but I know some of my family members would have loved that. One of the things I was most excited for is the animals. I am a Tennessee girl at heart, a horse girl back in the day, and they do have this petting zoo with all their little farm animals. You can feed them at night and just help them out around the farm. We had the best time just like getting to know these babies and petting them. They are all super friendly and just love pets and love to be snuggled. I had the really highest hopes that we would be able to do everything on property, but we didn't get to play disc golf, and I really wanted to play pickleball, but ended up kind of hurting my foot, so we didn't get to play pickleball, but they did have a really nice court with paddles. And then, like I said, we just kind of walked around and got to know the area. They have all these kayaks, single and tandem, with some really beautiful hammocks down by the river to just relax. I brought my yoga mat and my Kindle. It is truly just the most relaxing, serene destination. It's about an hour and 15 from Chattanooga and about 2.5 hours from Atlanta. So here in our trip, we're at Friday night. Like I said, we brought some groceries and we didn't exactly know what to expect, but we were told that the kitchens were fully stocked. They were fully stocked. We were able to cook a full-on dinner. They had seasoning and all the utensils we need. And then we just kind of hung out and got ready for the night. This is Fleabay being a fool. I don't even remember what he said. But we went down to the lobby and kind of checked out their games and their book section. They had a lot to offer, and this is in the basement or like first level of the lodge. This is also where breakfast was served. Such a cute area with, like I said, outdoor seating. It's just adorable. I'd make a whole video just talking about how fantastic the breakfast was on property. So this is Sourdough Joe. He was on property. He made the breakfast. Day one was so insane. These pancakes were some of the best I've ever had in my entire life, with a really great freshly brewed coffee, and the bacon was amazing. Everything was homemade. We just had the best breakfast sitting outside before we got ready for a really exciting day. This is one of the main reasons I picked this property for my birthday weekend, was because I am a horse girl at heart. I used to ride back in high school, and I had just been getting that itch to get back in the saddle and ride horses. So I really wanted to find somewhere where we could just go park our car and then not have to leave. So we had some riding sessions booked for 11 a.m. on Saturday morning and had the absolute best time. Emily was our guide, and we did a full hour on the trails, going kind of through a little stream and up and down hills. It was fantastic. Emily was so informative and just really helped us. We had the best time. Now here's where I got sunburnt, but I was so excited to get burnt because it was predicted thunderstorms all weekend, but we were blessed with a little bit of sunshine. So we took the kayaks out with our new friends and had so much fun just paddling around and waiting before we went back in. And I got this sweet note, and we got to enjoy some fresh cookies before we went out. We did go off property for dinner because we forgot one of our meals, but it was so nice.
It is Saturday night, and we just left Chili's because someone was supposed to bring a frozen pizza for us to make in the room, because every room is like suite style, so you have a full kitchen with all the stuff. We cooked last night and it was fantastic. But yeah, what has been your highlight of the trip so far? It's absolutely fantastic. I love this place.
I do too. It's very relaxing.
So relaxing.
Probably the horse riding. It was a lot longer than I expected, in a good way.
It was a good full hour. Look how sunburned I am.
And we went through some pretty good trails. It was more. It was more than what I expected, in a good way.
There's been a lot to do. We horseback rode today. We rode our kayaks. We took those out. We made some new friends. So yeah.
Hopefully we'll go sit by the river and watch the sunset. And
maybe they'll do a bonfire tonight. So stay tuned. Bye.
As soon as we got back on property, we were greeted by these sweet little guests. The deer were so cute and there were so many all around. We were kind of exhausted at this point, so we just drove around and we went and saw the pickleball courts before heading to this bonfire. So we did get the message that there was going to be a bonfire Saturday night at 9 p.m. How cool. We had to hike to get there. It was a little bit muddy, but I put on my boots and we walked to the bonfire. They had s'mores. That is Sourdough Joe getting the bonfire started. And it was so sweet, just hanging out with our new friends, getting to know everybody, and just appreciating the beautiful night with the fire. I was so sad to leave on Sunday, but Sunday morning was just such a treat. We all sat around with the other guests and had this beautiful breakfast. Joe killed it again with homemade biscuits and gravy. And we just sat there, appreciated the outdoors, and got to reminisce with all the other guests. It was really sweet. As sad as I was to leave, we were already planning our trip back. So thank you, Kathy and David, for making this magical place.